Say you're planning a day out and you want the fastest rides Belgium has to offer. That is exactly what this video is for. We are counting down the 10 fastest roller coasters in the country. And by the end, you will know exactly which park to visit if speed is the only thing that matters. But whether the fastest is actually worth riding? That's what we're here to find out. Before we get into the list, a quick note on how ties are handled. When 2 or more coasters share the same top speed, the older one ranks higher. And that matters straight away, because our honorable mention and number 10 are tied at 75.6 km/h or 47 mph. The more recent of the two is Cobra at Walibi Belgium, which opened in 2001. And given what Cobra is actually like to ride, it just being an honorable mention might be a blessing. It is a Boomerang coaster from Dutch manufacturer Vekoma, the kind that takes you through the same layout twice, once forwards and once backwards. The restraints that lock over your shoulders are hard and uncomfortable, and the speed you pick up on the way back throws you hard through the vertical loop. So Cobra just misses out, and your shoulders will probably thank it for that. Which brings us to number 10, Boomerang at Bellewaerde Park. Same speed as Cobra, but this one opened up all the way back in 1984, 17 years earlier. And that's exactly why it takes the spot. Boomerang carries a genuine piece of history with it. It was the first Boomerang coaster to open up anywhere in the world. That's a real claim to fame. Whether it feels like one when you're on it is another matter. Like Cobra, the over-the-shoulder restraints are not kind. And the brakes that bring the train back into the station hit exceptionally hard. A rough finish to a ride that was never going to be gentle. Still, history counts for something. And from the bottom of our list, our first proper jump in speed. And a 3-way tie to work through. Newest to oldest, Typhoon comes in at number 9. Typhoon is at Bobbejaanland and has been running since 2004. It's a style of coaster called a Eurofighter, made by German manufacturer Gerstlauer, and the older ones don't always have the best reputation for smoothness. So going in with low expectations is fair. But what you actually get is a surprisingly smooth ride. This coaster does have quite some force to it. The first time I rode Typhoon, the dips around the vertical loop made me grey out. And no wonder! You drop into them through a beyond vertical drop at 80 km/h or 50 mph. For a coaster from 2004, it has no right being that intense. Number 8 is one of the most infamous entries on this list. Loup-Garou at Walibi Belgium. Same speed, very different experience. It is the only wooden coaster here, and it has a reputation. Even though you go through the course at 80 km/h or 50 mph, it rides worse than Belgian highways. And if you have ever driven on Belgian highways, you will know that is not a compliment. In its current state, Loup-Garou is an absolute mess. It's rough, relentless, and not in a fun way. That said, we have just received news that Loup-Garou is getting a complete transformation by American manufacturer Rocky Mountain Construction. This hybrid version will be significantly faster than Loup-Garou, so this entry will be bumped up quite a bit in 2028. If you want to know more about the new Loup-Garou, check out the video in this card or the description. And the oldest of the three, sitting right next to Loup-Garou, Vampire, also at Walibi Belgium, opening in 1999. It is a suspended looping coaster, which means the cars hang below the track, and these coasters are notoriously rough. The restraints are the main issue. They're the old, big and bulky kind, and they will hurt you. You really have to ride Vampire defensively. I do like the intensity of the layout, which is enhanced by its speed of 80 km/h or 50 mph. But it's too painful to ride more than once. Especially because Walibi Belgium has so much better to offer. It does track better than Kondaa, its Dutch equivalent, which is something. But that was not enough to keep it around. Walibi Belgium has announced that the coaster will be removed after October 2027. There have been strong rumors floating around about it being replaced with a hotel. So that means Vampire will have claimed its last victim. Number 6 is the oldest coaster on this entire list. It's even older than I am. Turbine at Walibi Belgium has been running since 1982, 2 years before Boomerang. It has also been through quite a few changes along the way. It was built as Sirocco. Then the loop was enclosed due to noise complaints and the coaster was renamed Turbine. Eventually in 2013 it was fully enclosed. It lost the flywheel launch, received a magnetic launch system and was renamed Psyche Underground. But since 2025 it is once again known as Turbine, to fit in with the Dog World area. The ride itself is simple. A launch, a loop and up a spike. And then you go back the way you came. A bit of a one-trick pony. I never got to ride the older version, which supposedly had a better launch, so I can only speak to what's there now. And it's fine. But the introduction of a magnetic launch also means the brakes kick in on the way back. Because of this, the back spike is barely used, so you're missing a crucial part of the ride experience. But at least it's still in operation. For our next entries, we will be heading over to Plopsaland Belgium. So be like about the Plop and subscribe to the channel, or else he'll get ya! This is where the list shifts to some truly great coasters. Starting with number 5, Ride to Happiness. At 90 km/h, or 56 mph, this is a disorienting ride by design. The cars spin freely throughout, so no two rides are ever quite the same. The launch has a solid kick to it on its own, but if you happen to be facing backwards when it fires, it gets quite intense. And if things line up just right, you can get an insane drop backwards after the top hat. Ride to Happiness is one of the best coasters in the country, but more on that later. Our next entry has the same speed and is at the same park. Number 4, Anubis the Ride, has been at Plopsaland since 2009, so it takes a higher spot on the tiebreaker. It is another Gerstlauer, and the launch on this one is explosive. It fires you straight up a vertical spike, and you will get good airtime at the top before it pulls you back down. The rest of the ride holds up too. Good pace throughout, fun inversions, and nothing that overstays its welcome. Anubis is a complete ride. It's just a shame the capacity is pretty bad. The cars can hold 6 people, so on a busy day, the weight will really ramp up. Imagine messing up your recording and having to return later. Wouldn't be me. Number 3 may surprise you. We are returning to Walibi Belgium for Pulsar. It is the first Power Splash model from German manufacturer Mack Rides, and it truly packs a punch with a top speed of 101 km/h, or 63 mph. From the sidelines, it doesn't look all that fast, but you will feel it when you get proper ejector airtime over the small hill. It is still a one-trick pony at heart, but this was genuinely the biggest surprise at Walibi Belgium for me. I did not expect it to deliver the forces it did, on a water coaster. And the name of the model didn't lie. You will get properly soaked. Consider yourself warned. Our number 2 held the speed record in the Benelux for a while after opening in 2019. It is Fury at Bobbejaanland, and at 106.6 km/h, or 66 mph, it is easy to see why. It is a compact coaster with spikes that go beyond vertical, which means instead of pointing straight up, they lean back. And somehow, all of that comes together better than it has any right to. The honest downside is that it is on the short side. But Fury makes up for it with its biggest and most unique gimmick. You can choose to ride it backwards at that speed, which is a must-do experience. So not only did it take the speed record at the time, it did so backwards. With its whippy inversions and a few pops of solid airtime, Fury is sure to thrill riders. It's short, yes, but worth it every time. And at the top, quite literally, Belgium's fastest roller coaster, Kondaa at Walibi Belgium. 113 km/h, or 70 mph. The first drop from the back row is absolute insanity. From there, Kondaa keeps delivering. Strong airtime throughout the whole layout, and even the one moment where the pace settles a little gives you something interesting to sit in rather than just a chance to recover. Just when you thought you survived the camelbacks that take you out of your seat for the entire duration, you are riding back to the station with small hills trying to send you into space. It is a relentless but fun experience. Truly an elite roller coaster, and the fastest in the country by a clear margin. But is fastest enough to make it the best coaster in Belgium? That's a different question, and one I've already answered in another video. Click this video next to find out which roller coasters in Belgium are truly worth your time.